I mean, if I was to be making a list of 10 universities, I would unquestionably have Worcester right up there. And in some courses, I would probably have it as my first or second choice. One reason that I think Worcester is a very attractive place to choose is this mixture of it being an historic town, a cathedral town, actually always brings something indefinably good to a place, because it's got this heart of somewhere very beautiful and very ancient, and in very good nick, I might add, and lots of rather good buildings around Worcester. But it is not in any sense a tumble-down, old-fashioned place. When you walk through the modern parts of Worcester, there, and especially on midweek and on Saturdays, it's teeming with people. There are good bookshops, there are good coffee shops. There's a lot going on in Worcester. It's a happening town, and it has the extra advantage of being right in the heart of the middle of the United Kingdom, and so you can get to it pretty easily, and you can get away when you need to get home. You can also get home. Well, it's very difficult to get an outstanding report. I mean, that's the key thing to be said. And there are many organisations that try very hard to get one, but they don't give them out like confetti at a wedding. They're hard to get, and so you should be, Worcester should be very, very proud of getting it. So I must say that if I was looking as a would-be teacher somewhere to go and be taught, Worcester would be very, very high in my thinking. Secondly, if I was looking to hire staff to a school, be it a state school or an independent school, either, that would be something that would stay in my mind. Well, the Hive says very, very good things about Worcester as a university and as a city on both sides. I think it was a terrifically clever idea that these should work together. It's also an extraordinarily good building. It's when you approach it, you're thinking, well, here's, in my eyes, a building of architectural merit, which works inside. It's very easy to orientate your way around, and I think it's rather lovely the way that you see students from the university working hard on their studies, but you also see members of the general public who are borrowing books and exploring their family history, learning about Worcester, taking their 3-year-old in to borrow a learn-to-read book. I think it's good. I think other universities should definitely do likewise. I only came to Worcester 20 years ago. I'd never had any connection to Worcestershire at all, and we bought a house in the countryside about 6 miles outside Worcester, and I didn't know the city very well. And over the last 20 years, I've come to know the city very well. And the university has sort of crept up on me, in that at first I was not especially aware of it. Now I know quite a lot of people who are to do with it and have been to it and are at it. And from living around here, the University of Worcester has quite a pull. It feels like a little bit of a magnet for the area. And I think generally people are very proud of it. I loved and have loved getting to know some of the senior leadership team there and some of the professors and the great diversity of courses of all universities. It's one that seems to have started as one thing and has grown and grown and grown. So it could now be said to be quite a proficient and important centre of learning for a very wide range of different subjects. By the way, it's also enriched Worcester as a city that the university has become rather dominant in in the city because it brings so many people to Worcester to live there for a number of years. And I think it's a much more interesting city as a result of that.